So here I've got some stars, and I've laid them out in a type of an array arrangement, And I know it's an array, and you should too, because everything is organized nicely in rows and columns. It's sort of like if you're in the top of the movie theater and you're looking down at the seats and the people's heads. Everybody's nicely arranged in rows and columns. That's called an array. And we can estimate how many things there are in an array using reference. Now look, a referent is nothing more than a group that you make where you know exactly how many there are in the group, and the number in that group better be something that you can skip count by. It has to be, otherwise it's not a good referent. You got to be able to skip count by that number in the referent group, otherwise you're wasting your time. So we can stop the video here if you'd like. You can estimate right now, write down your best estimate as to how many stars there are in this picture, and then you can come back and compare with what I'm going to get in a moment. Now if you'd like, you can estimate using the circle method, where you're drawing circles or boxes around a group that you know how many there are. Say 10, for example. You can circle a group of 10 and then circle more and more and more until you're done counting by tens. But I'm going to show you something that's a little bit unique to arrays. Because everything is so nicely arranged, I'm going to show you something you can use only for arrays. Here's what I recommend. Count how many there are on the top. So you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12. And if you go on the side, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now right away, you need to notice that 9 and 12 are both close to a number that you can skip count by. What is that number? It's 10. 9 is close to 10. And 12 is close to 10. We can count by tens, right? You can count by tens, can't you? Okay, which one is closer? That's the better choice. 9 is closer to 10, because if you start at 9, 10, you're one number away. But 12, you got to go two numbers. You got to go 11 and then 10, right? It's kind of a little bit farther. So then what do? Well, I'm going to show you what to do. You're going to pick this one because it's closer. There we go. And then make another. Now, hold on. We call this our referent. Always put that R beside your reference so you know which one it is. Well, wait a minute, Mr. Melhem. Hold on a second. 1 second here. You said just a second ago, Mr. M, you said that in the referent group has to have a number that we can skip count by. I don't know how to skip count by nines. Okay, no problem. Look what we're going to do. We're going to change the 9 into a 10. We're allowed to do that because we're estimating. So I'm going to call this a group of 10. See? I could do that and you could do that too. And then I'm going to make another group beside it. Now we know there's 9 in this group, right? But we're not going to call it 9. We're going to call it 10 because we can count by tens and it's fast. Then we're going to make another group of 10. Remember, it's 9, but we're going to call it 10. Now to save time, I'm just going to go up to here. I'm going to say 10. I'm going to go up to there. I'm going to go up to here. I'm just going to keep doing that. Now some of you already probably have a good answer ready. And good for you if you do. Some of you already beat me to it. That's okay. It just means you're good. And now all we got to do is skip count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. There's about 120 stars in here. Now what did you write? Remember, look down on your paper and look at your guess. What did you write? About 120? Okay, if you got close, or 110 or 115, 130, whatever, it's all close and it's a good guess. If you wrote 200 or 50 or 60, those are bad guesses because they're really far away from 120. But 120 is a pretty good estimate. Is there exactly 120? Of course not. No. There might be a little more, a little less, okay? But the idea is we're close, and that's all that matters. I'm going to show you one more picture of a referent. Here. Now, we got a portrait of some pennies. Somebody glued some pennies in a picture frame, and now we're going to estimate how many there are. So we're going to use the same strategy. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to write 12 here. And on the side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's step 1. What do you do in step 2? Remember, You got to pick the number that's closest to the one that you can skip count by. So I'm going to pick, let's see, how far away is 8 from the number? Oh, wait a minute. What's the number we can skip count by? That's close to both of these. It's 10, right? 10 is close to 8 and 10 is close to 12. We can count by tens, can't you? So we're going to say, okay, how far is 8 from 10? We're going to go 9, 10. Those are two numbers. Show me two fingers. 9, 10, two fingers. Now how about 10 from 12? How far away is that? Well, let's see. We got to go backwards now. We got to go 12. Okay, well, hold on. 11, 10. Show me two fingers. 11, 10. They're both the same distance from 10. So which one do we choose? 8 is 2 away and 12 is 2 away. Which one do we pick? Here's what you do. Okay? Pick the fastest way, the one that you don't have to make as many groups. So if I go up and down and I pick this one to be my group, I'm going to have to make a lot of groups. I'm going to have to go the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you see how this is going to take a long time. But a faster way is to go this way, across. Because look, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now you can see I'm almost done. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, what do I put inside of each group? Do I write 12 and 12 and 12? Because there are 12, there's exactly 12 in each one. No, I'm not going to do that. You know why? Because I don't know how to skip count by 12. Well, I know how to skip count by 12, but you don't know how to skip count by 12s. So you're going to write 10. Well, wait a minute, Mr. M. It says 12. You can't write 10. Oh, yes, I can, and I will. Because when you estimate, you're allowed to change numbers just a little bit. So I'm going to scratch this. I'm going to say there's about 10. I'm going to say 10 here, 10 here, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Count them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We've got about 80. Exactly 80? No. We've got a little more than 80. But 80 is a pretty good guess. What about 90? Is 90 a good guess? 90 is a great guess. How about 100? Yeah, you could say about 100 too. Well, which one is the right answer, Mr. M? Which one do I pick? You know what? Whatever you pick, as long as you show your thinking, it's all good. And I'll accept every answer. Now, if it's a multiple choice kind of question, you want to pick the best one. And there's going to be one that stands out. All the other answers are going to be way off. Well, guys, look, keep practicing this. Keep practicing this strategy. Keep getting better at it. I thank you very much for watching this video. Good day and farewell to you all.